So, hello, this marks the beginning of the Python tutorial series from beginner to expert level. And we are going to get started by what we always start with, that is installing Python. So, if you can see, I've gone to the Python org. So, you can go to Python org. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying about this Python. So go to this URL. Go to that URL. Check. So as you can see, this is what I'm talking about. So this website is what supports Python. This what gives the documentation, the downloads, the everything. So as you can see, the latest version of Python is 3.120. So if you go and download this, assuming that you haven't downloaded, this is what you get. You get 3.120. So currently that this is the Python version. So let's get started by downloading Python 3.120. So for the purpose of this, yeah, click download, and I already downloaded it. Yeah, so let's go and run this. So you'll get the dialog box, and you can run, but I already have Python installed. But for your case, if you haven't had it installed, you could run Python. Run it. You could go to next. Will be asked for more prompts and prompts. And go next and next until you finish. When you're done, you finish. Let's run. Let's run. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, you could just install now. Since I have it installed, we we won't be doing any of it. So yeah. So when you have installed Python, we will go to command and prompt the CMD. You can run it by Windows R and type CMD, or you will go to the search and type CMD. So the way you might type use. So first start by checking the Python version, and you take it with this command. As you can see, the Python version is 3.112, and yeah. So depending on your depending on your version, this really wouldn't change how we will approach this course. So whatever the version you have, still good to go. So that's it. You successfully installed your first Python, your first Python um, um, installation. So if I may check, this is in so pip is a library installing packages for Python, and yeah. So this we're going to use it in the later stages of the course. So yeah. So apparently, since we have Python, since we have Python, let's get started. So I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. I already have installed, but I will show you how to install it. So if you don't have Visual Studio Code, I'll recommend it for as an IDE. Yeah, we have various IDEs. We have ranging from Spider, we have PyCharm, we have um, we have all those. But I recommend it because it's open source. So we have Visual Studio Code. Yeah, so you can download. Um, it, it's suffice if I say that most of our tutorials will be using the browser to get to it. So it should be good in searching. So as you can see, let's go to the website for Visual Studio Code, and let's see. So Visual Studio Code is a powerful browser for such ones. So I don't know what's wrong. Okay, reload, of course, reload, reload. Yeah, as it reloads, let's talk more about Python. So Python is okay. As it loads, let's speak about benefits of learning Python. Let's see why we really want to learn Python. Let's see why. So according to Simplilearn, there are so many reasons why we can learn Python. We have earning potential, ease of comprehension, flexibility in uses in many industries. So yeah, so that's Python. So Python is a language that is versatile, it's easy to read, learn and write, user-friendly, high-level language, extensive support libraries. Python is going way back since 1991, I guess. For that 2 years, it's been up to date. So you can suppose that that it's really the libraries are extensive, and the libraries are what we're going to use through the pip that I just showed that we have since we installed Python. So yeah, you can get a job as a beginner, but keep in mind, yeah, but beginner jobs really we really won't advise for such. That's why I'm here to guide you to expert level and reach the benefits, good success that you ought to have if you complete this course. So let's see if this will work. Good. So we'll download for Windows. So this is the IDE I was talking about. This is Visual Studio Code. This is stable build. We could download for Windows. If you have Mac OS and Linux, we can do the same. So for Windows, we just download from Windows. You can download it. But since I have it installed, yeah. So when you download it, just go to the downloads folder and enable it to run and work for your case. So let me go back to the command prompt and we'll start by by creating a first project, which will include set folder. Commands I've just made the directory Python tutorial. So this will be a folder. We're going to go to the directory itself. So since we've created Python tutorial, we'll go to the cd Python tutorial, and then as you can see the slash the backslash is pointing towards tutorial. I write code dot to open the Windows code, the Visual Studio Code rather. So that's how we open Visual Studio Code. So So that's how, if you've installed Visual Studio Code and everything, this is what you should see, except for the, yeah, I trust these others. So except for the reason, maybe you will really see because these are actually my projects that I've been working on. So in this, we'll press Control Shift and the tilde and open the terminal. Yeah, so let's close the debug console and let's create a first file and we'll call it main.py. Or main.py. But before we start with the main.py, before we start with the various print functions, the most common print function in everything, we have to have extensions. Extensions are endpoints that help us get to what we want to get. If it's Python, if it's Java you're running with, if it's any sort of, we need the extensions. So as you can see, as form extensions, I already have isort. So as you can see, isort is a visuals that provide using isort. You can see, so I recommend you install isort. You see the Python version supports that supports this isort is greater with 3.7. And since we don't know 3.12, we are good to go, right? As for Jupyter slideshow, let's leave it to that. We also have prettier. You can have this prettier as a code formatter. I also suggest you have pylons. Go to the just go and click install the pylons so you can see it's provide performance lines for so yeah, it uses intelligence which is very very rich in type information, helping you write better code faster. And as well as what we really need is this. We actually this is what you should have. This is your first thing to get. This is what we need. We need Python extension. So yeah, we'll have Python extension. We'll use it. Yeah. So that's it basically. Aside from the others, WSL, that's I'll teach you later in another course. But for now, those three that I've shown you, the ISOT, have pylons, and have Python, three extensions, and we're good to go. So let's go to the Explorer, and let's start with our first command. So as of always, we'll start by print. World, and I'm going to save it, and let's run this command. We'll go to the terminal that I told you to open, and Python main.py. So this will run since we're this directory, and the main.py is in the Python tutorial directory. So this should work. So you see, great job. We have first had Python, Python, Python. This is actually a function. So yeah, this is our first hello world we have. Good. So that's the first step we are going to take from Python, and we can print as much as we want. Print hello world, hello world. Yeah, hello world. Yes, same Python, and you see we have hello world. Yeah. So as I've shown you, we can get the hello world, but I want to show you something else. Aside from me having hello world, I would also like to print, take inputs and outputs, and yeah. So let's get to it. So we can have input, and input is a function. Remember. So let's give it a variable. So a variable is anything that will take the place of something. It's like a placeholder of something prior or something. If you get what I mean. If I can come and say that tent, um, say price equals to 8, and then I'll say price. So basically, this price will take the variable price will take the values to its right hand side. So this 10 times 8 will the placeholder for this will be 10 times 8, if you get what I mean. The so let me show you. Let me print. Let me show you. Let me print. You see it's 80. As you can see, the variable price will take from 10 times 8. We will have 80. Yeah. Yeah. So we could do this. We could have so much variables. We could have something like what else? We could have something like object. Having object, we could say that this object is 70 plus 5, and the print object. We save the file. So you can see the white dot has disappeared. So we save the file and we run. So you can see it's running. So these are actually what we call variables. So variables can take place in shapes of integers, in strings, in whatever ways, which I'll show you in the future tutorials. But that's it. That's it. We have started our Python ways, and we are going to go move next to more and more details in the next. So as I said, this is how we do it. So let me not leave it here. Let's go. Let's have more fun with this. So let's go to back to our browser, and let's search for Python schools. I'll recommend that we use the three schools. Uh, we use the three schools for learning Python course. It's something well edited, well edited. So as you can see, you have printed our hello world, our hello world. Yeah. So that's it. So I wanted to show you how we get started, the variables, the data types we have, and we can see X John, X John, X John. So yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. And yeah, so we have various data types. As you have seen, we have integers, it's comment, we comment it with a hash. We have integers. Um, we have strings. We have floats. We also have decimal. These are what we call data types. It's, as we have already illustrated, this data type, we have integers, which is this 70 plus 5. Strings is this hello world. Strings actually is a number of characters. In, this is number of, these are numbers, these are characters. These are actually numbers, but now with a points to it. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say, let me show you two things. Let's say price. Again, I'm gonna use this variable intentionally. We are going to say that it's 10.00 and that's 78. Let's guess what will price be printed, will be 10 times 8 or 10.00 plus 10 to the 3.78. Well, let's all guess. Let's try it here. So upon trying, see 5.78, and which is actually what we wanted. That 3.78, you see, it's overridden the price we had in the prior, and sticking. So actually, what this is floats. It's a float type data type. This is an integer type data type, and this here is a string type. So yeah, so basically we'll continue from where we stopped. So good job guys, good job. So that's it. That marks my first end of my first tutorial, and I'll hope to go for more. So give comments and share what we learned, propose how you want to learn and everything, and I'll guide you through it. So yeah, so this was King, and see you in the next tutorial. Hope to see you there. So good job for sticking around.